Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We've got quite a lot to get on with today. There's going to be some big changes coming up in the week ahead, but before I get on with the forecast, just want to talk about the site where I get these charts from. It's wettercentral.de, and you can find the link to Wetter Central by going to my links page. Just click on the links tab at the bottom of this page, and that will take you through to the links page. You can click on the link Wetter Central, and that will take you through to the website, and you'll be able to see all of these charts for yourself. The other thing I want to mention is the advertising. I'm affiliated with Amazon.co.uk, so if you ever want to go to Amazon.co.uk to buy anything at all, go through from my website, and you'll be able to click on the Amazon links and go through to Amazon.co.uk and buy what you want, and you'll be supporting GabsWeatherVids.com at the same time. Right then, the weather for the weekend is going to be turning much colder. We're going to be turning very much more unsettled as well. So we are going to be seeing some outbreaks of rain across parts of the country. That's going to be useful rain for the drought-stricken areas, and there could be some wintry weather around as well, and we'll talk about that as we go through the charts. Now, this is today's chart. We've got high pressure re-establishing itself to the west of the country, and the northerly wind is starting to feed in around the eastern side of that high pressure. So it's already changing today. It's a lot cloudy across many parts of the country and cooler as well. We've still got some residual warmth down across the far south of the country. Along the south coast, temperatures could be up to 16 degrees this afternoon at 61 Fahrenheit, but generally it's quite a cloudy picture across many places. It is dry, just a few spots of rain here and there, but it's still dry. We're still under this area of high pressure, but as I say, it's quite cloudy. Temperatures this afternoon up to around 16 degrees, as I say, along the south coast, but generally nearer to 11s or 12s, and that's about average really for the time of the year, but it's a lot cooler than we've been used to. Now, overnight those clouds will break up, and we're going to have a widespread frost setting in tonight. Temperatures could get as low as -4 or -5, so really hard frost for the time of the year. Now into Sunday, and we've got that area of high pressure across the British Isles, and it is reaching out to west. Notice that it's starting to move up towards Greenland as well, starting to throw a ridge up towards Greenland as well, and the winds are trying to go round to the north here, to the north of Scotland. I think we should have more in way of sunshine on Sunday than will be the case today. There should be more in way of sunny spell, but just quite a bit of cloud floating around come the afternoon. Going to be a frosty start with a fairly hard frost, let's say a severe frost already for the time of year tonight, and temperatures to start off with is around -4 or -5. But that frost will soon go as the sun gets to work on it, and we should see temperatures eventually up to around 10 or 11 degrees, a little bit below average for the start of April, but to compensate, as I say, there should be more in the way of sunshine. Now on Monday, things start to change. That high pressure is pulling out further to the west and reaching up towards Greenland, and we're starting to bring this trough in from the north of the country. This trough is starting to sink down into the north, so I think again we'll have a fairly widespread frost across many parts of the country on Monday. Another hard frost overnight Sunday into Monday morning. Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England will turn cloudier through the course of Monday, with this trough moving in from the north, bringing some outbreaks of rain. So that rain could be quite heavy and persistent, and possibly turning a little bit wintry over the higher ground of Scotland. England and Wales staying mainly dry and fine, but it will cloud over through the day. So most places becoming cloudy, with outbreaks of rain moving into the north through the course of Monday. It's going to be a fairly chilly day really, with temperatures at around 6 or 7 in the north, and around 9, 10 or 11 in the south, a bit below average for the time of the year, and feeling particularly cold in the north, of course, with the cloud and the rain. Now things start to get more complicated as we go into Tuesday. This ridge is moving down across the country. We've got some very cold air tucking in behind this trough, and this trough will start to come to a bit of a standstill across England and Wales. So this is giving us quite a few problems really. We've got the trough moving south, as I say, the cold air is tugging in behind, and that trough is beginning to stall across England and Wales. So this means that we'll have an area of rain moving down across the country through the course of Tuesday. Some of that rain will be quite heavy, and even across England and Wales, where we've got the drought, of course, we will see some pretty heavy and persistent rain through the course of Tuesday. Now, as this rain comes to a bit of a halt across England and Wales and the cold air starts to tuck in behind, there is the risk that some of the rain could turn wintry. So I think for northern England, Wales and perhaps parts of the Midlands, we do run the risk of seeing some of that rain turning to sleet or snow through the course of Tuesday. Now, there could be some quite heavy sleet or snow mixed in with this over the higher ground, and maybe even a few flakes coming down to lower ground as well. It's quite difficult to pin this down though, so it's one that we need to keep an eye on really, because it's difficult to say what's going to happen, whether this trough will stall and whether the cold air will undercut enough to turn that rain to sleet or snow. But in any case, England and Wales will have quite a cloudy, wet day on Tuesday, with either rain or sleet or maybe even some snow. Further to the north, Scotland and Northern Ireland will have a mix of sunshine and wintry showers. Some of those showers could be quite heavy, with perhaps some significant snow over the Scottish hills and mountains. Temperatures on Tuesday will be quite cold. It's going to be a cold day with temperatures of just 6 or 7 degrees, but falling lower than that, of course, where we've got any back to wintry weather, just at 2 or 3 degrees at best, under any of that sleet or snow. Into Wednesday, and that high pressure is ridging back in from the west again. We've got this cold northerly wind blowing across England and Wales. So I think England and Wales still quite cloudy on Wednesday, with a cold northeasterly wind feeding in some wintry showers, more particularly to these eastern coastal areas, but some of those wintry showers could come in as far as the Midlands, central southern England at times. Further north, we're under this ridge of high pressure, so most of the wintry showers will ease off, but it should be a mainly dry day with a fair amount of sunshine. Cold day though, wherever you are, with temperatures of just 6 or 7 or 8 degrees, so we're into single figures everywhere once again, and colder than that where we have any of those wintry showers blowing through. Well, this time of year, when you get the sunshine, the temperatures can pop up quite quickly to 8 to 7 or 8 degrees, but under the showers, once showers come along, those temperatures can fall away very sharply. There'll be quite a hard and widespread frost overnight on Tuesday night into Wednesday, and again Wednesday night into Thursday. Now, Thursday we'll have that area of high pressure dominating across the country, so it should be a mainly dry and fine day. That northeasterly wind will be easing down, with showers dying back to the east coast. Most places having a dry day, as I say, with a fair amount of sunny spells, but also some cloud mixed in as well. A hard frost to begin with on Thursday morning. Temperatures could be as low as -6 in places on Wednesday night and into Thursday morning, so that is very cold for April. And as I say, basically it's a dry day with a fair amount of sunshine, and temperatures up to around 9 or 10 degrees in that sunshine, so a little bit of a recovery in those temperatures on Thursday, despite the hard and severe frost. But as we get into Good Friday, that high pressure is pulling back out into the Atlantic again, allowing this next trough, this next area of low pressure, to move in from the north. This will be bringing another band of heavy rain down across the country through the course of Good Friday, with again cold air tucking back in from behind, bringing in wintry showers. So Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England will have heavy rain to start off with on Good Friday, and that will clear to sunshine and wintry showers. England and Wales probably starting off dry with a widespread frost, but that rain will move southwards through the day, and even across the drought-stricken areas we could again see some quite heavy, persistent and useful rain through the course of Good Friday. Temperatures a little bit up on Good Friday, maybe up to around 12 or 13 degrees before that rain arrives. That is 55 Fahrenheit, 13 degrees, but it turns colder again in the north as that rain clears away. As we head into the Easter weekend, I'm afraid it looks very unsettled and cold across many parts of the country, so the warm, dry and sunny weather of March will be a distant memory as we head into the Easter weekend, just when we would probably like it to be warm and dry. This trough will be across England and Wales on Saturday, bringing some quite heavy rain at times, and that will clear away to introduce a cold northerly wind with sunshine and wintry showers. And then as we go into Easter Sunday, it really does look like being quite a cold day with these northerly winds across many parts of the country. More frost probably early and late, and again there could be some wintry showers, more particularly in the north and the east, but we have to keep an eye on that because it's a long way off and things could change. But the emphasis really is on a cold Easter weekend, I'm afraid, and it will be quite unsettled as well. So in summary, it does look as though we're going to be having a big change in the weather coming in the next week. The weather is already changing. It's already cloudier and cooler across many parts of the country. It will turn colder this week and more unsettled. There'll be rain around at times, and that rain will be even into southern and southeastern parts where we have the drought, so that is useful, but it's not going to be very pleasant if you're going away for the Easter weekend. And it will be cold enough at times for some of that rain to turn wintry, so yes, we could see some sleet or snow in places, always of course more particularly over the hills, but almost anywhere I could see a few flakes of snow at times this week. As I say, a big change taking place. That's all for now.